So Steph, I'm super excited about kicking off our holiday episodes because we've already done 30 plus creative art series and you've kind of owned all the episodes.
It doesn't even feel like it's been 30 episodes already, but I'm extremely excited for this one today.
So today, we're at a local gym that I think a lot of people don't even know about, right?
I know, this place should be all over the map in Kansas City.
And so we're at the Antler Room. And we're super excited to be here and just talk about like all the exciting things throughout this month here in Kansas City.
Here at Antler Room with some beautiful dishes in front of us with owner and founder Miss Leslie Newsom. Leslie, can you tell us a little bit about Antler Room and how long you guys have been around?
Yeah, so we opened in October of 2016, so just hit our 5 years a couple months ago. Lived in New York and San Francisco and Copenhagen prior to coming back here, but both Nick and I are from Kansas City, so always wanted to come back here.
Gotta have it back home.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
So tell us a little about the name. So how you guys came up with Antler Room?
This story is not, it's a really bad story because it doesn't have many roots except for that Nick and I are not creative in the sense of trying to come up with things that are catchy. So we just kind of started throwing around names that had a historic connection, and someone had told us that the Antler Lounge building was for sale in the West Bottoms. We just kind of wrote the Antler on a piece of paper and sat on it for a while, and then Nick added room to it to make it a place, and we were doing a pop-up the next week, so we had to come up with a name, and we just kind of stuck.
You just said you guys aren't creative, but if you look at these dishes, they're super creative. So tell us a little about these dishes that we're looking at.
Well, so we really wanted to do food that we liked, and that was kind of the end of the day. Since we're the ones here all the time, we wanted to ensure that it was things that we were happy with. Since we were going to be with them all the time, we were going to be staring at them all the time. So really modeled it after the idea of dining in San Francisco and California, kind of where things are a little bit smaller portion, where it's more about flavor rather than using kind of salt, fat, sugar, or the idea of having a starch, a vegetable, a meat on every plate. We were finding ourselves getting really kind of palate fatigued just by, eating a big pork chop with a side of polenta and something else. And just wanted these kind of dishes that more focused on you eat them and then when you're finished, you're like, dang it, you want more of it. So you crave it, you want to keep coming back to it. But then here's your next dish. So this dish was actually one of Nick's dishes. He loves, his family grew up eating Indian food a lot, and he loves Rogan Josh. So this was kind of his twist on doing Rogan Josh by using a Goan curry, which is a more seafood heavy curry. So this one has crab, it has the rigatoni pasta, so we make all our pastas in-house, and then a little bit of tobiko just for a little bit of pop of crunch and for some saltiness, and then just some dressed fennel on top.
So this dish immediately was like a burst of flavors. Wow. And it's got a little kick to it, but it's not so strong that it's overwhelming.
This is like homemade noodles.
And Leslie, remind me what's on top of here?
So there is the Goan curry with crab, fennel, and tobiko. It's like a twist on something else. It sounds complicated and confusing, but at the end of the day, it's just pasta with some crab.
Much more unique, though.
Yeah, so the cauliflower dish, that was one of our sous chef's dishes. He's really into Korean food, so it is tossed with a gochujang and fried, and then the avocado wasabi puree, and then we love to add texture through usually some sort of crunch, whether it be a nut or this is a quinoa furikake. There's house-made shrimp chips on there. It's kind of an umami bomb dish, but definitely makes you not think about cauliflower, that it's healthy when you're eating it.
That's awesome.
All right, I'm gonna try this cauliflower.
This is perfect for me because I'm
Are you kidding me?
plant-based.
That is so good. Oh my goodness. Leslie, I'm in love.
And the last dish is one of our other cooks' dish. We try to have, the scallops that we get are really nice, so we try to do something with that, but the influence actually came off from a local farmer's onions. So Thane Palmberg, he has these really amazing onions. So there's a broth made from caramelizing the onions. So after these onions are cooked down a little bit, they take that and make a broth out of it. We have some local Chinese broccoli that has been so good. These are chips made from the little scallop arm that we take off, so they get dehydrated and pulverized and then use rice flour. They it's a scallop version of the shrimp cracker.
So this is the aioli on there?
It is actually made with pine nuts, so it's a pine nut mousse.
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Pine nut mousse.
It's so creamy. And those onions.
That's amazing.
Wow.
It's good.
I could eat this for every meal.
I don't know, I think that's our focus on just not making things, being satisfied without feeling heavy and uncomfortable when you leave is a big part of.
Well, and when I've eaten here in the past, that's so true what you're saying, because we've left and we've been like full, but not the gross feeling full, the full of like, wow, my palate has experienced so much right now. I can't wait to come back already.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people forget, like, when it comes to creativity, we think about art and different things, but it's very much in the way we eat and the food, the dining experience, right?
Absolutely.
It's in every aspect of these dishes, right? It takes creativity, trial and error, just like anything else that's in the creative world.
Wow, it's just, I still am in love with the whole concept of everything. And I feel like it matches you and Nick's personality so well too. Your whole restaurant. You know, I feel like you guys you can see every little detail that you put in to make it happen.
Thank you. Spent a lot of time on Pinterest with a very small SBA loan, but that's okay because we have now paid it off and we have no investors and yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah.
So you guys are pretty creative people. You don't give yourself enough credit.
I appreciate creativity. I can say yes or no, but I cannot, it's hard for me to come up with it. I don't know, in the sense of what you guys do. I cannot do that.
Oh, I think you're doing a phenomenal job because I could not do this. I'm like, all right, let me get that Kraft mac and cheese.
No, this is amazing. Yeah.
Leslie, thank you so much for having us today. It's been such a pleasure to see the craftsmanship behind each and every dish that you guys prepare and the heart and soul behind your entire restaurant. Guys, also I hope you check out the Antler Room this holiday season and all the love that it has to endure.